In the heart of Makati, the bustling financial center of the Philippines, life moves at a relentless pace. It's a city of ambition, a magnet for expatriates seeking their fortune. But in a place that never truly sleeps, some secrets are kept in the darkest corners, hidden behind gleaming facades and within the walls of its towering condominiums. On May 21st, 2018, the ordinary rhythm of the city was shattered. An anonymous tip led authorities to a residential building where they would uncover a secret so dark, so horrifying, it would send shockwaves through the entire community. The truth wasn't whispered in hallways. It was discovered packed with chilling precision inside a large, unassuming suitcase. An object meant for travel, now a vessel for a story brought to a brutal premature end. This is the story of Wang Yalei. At 26, she was more than a name on a police report. She was a daughter and an ambitious professional from China, working in the city's booming online gaming industry. Her life, full of promise, was cut short and cruelly concealed. Who would do such a thing? What kind of monster could commit an act so heinous? Was this a crime of passion, or was it connected to her work? The questions swirled, each one painting a grimmer picture for investigators. For the tight-knit expatriate community, the suitcase became a terrifying symbol of vulnerability, a stark reminder that the promise of a new life could be violently extinguished. Tonight, we piece together the fragments of Wang Yalei's life and the horrifying details of her death. We'll follow the forensic trail from that silent unit, analyze the grainy CCTV footage that captured the faces last seen with her, and delve into the digital breadcrumbs she left behind. Join us as we uncover the suitcase of secrets she left behind. Before her name became a chilling headline, a symbol of a tragedy that crossed borders, Wang Yalei was simply a daughter, a cherished friend, a young woman whose future seemed as bright and limitless as the open sky. She was born and raised in Anhui, a province known for its serene landscapes and deep-rooted history. This tranquil environment shaped her quiet, thoughtful nature. She was a diligent student, excelling in her studies, driven by a desire to see the world beyond the familiar hills of her home. Her family, proud of their ambitious daughter, supported her dreams. They celebrated her successes and could never have foreseen the devastating tragedy that lay in wait, thousands of miles from home. At 26, armed with her degree and a quiet determination, she sought opportunity abroad. The Philippines, with its booming online gaming sector, beckoned. It promised not just a job, but a new life, an adventure in a culture vastly different from her own. She found her place in the fast-paced online gaming industry, working as a skilled IT professional. Colleagues remember her as focused and capable, a problem solver who was quickly making a name for herself in a competitive field. Her social circle was a tight-knit expatriate community, others like her who had moved to Manila for work. She lived in a modern condominium in Makati, the city's bustling financial heart. From the outside, it was the picture of success. A young professional thriving in a global city. Her days fell into a rhythm, long hours at the office, evenings with friends, and precious moments video calling her family. These calls were a lifeline, reassuring them that she was safe and happy. These mundane details of a life being lived, a favorite book, the last text message sent, would soon be scrutinized, transformed into precious, heartbreaking clues. It is vital to remember the life lived, the person behind the headlines, not just a name in a cold case file. She was a professional building a career, an expatriate navigating a new culture, a young woman finding her way in the world with courage and hope. She was writing her own story, one chapter at a time. Her story did not begin inside that gray suitcase. It was brutally ended there. The journey of a young woman from Anhui, filled with aspirations and the simple dream of building a career, was cut short. She was someone's daughter, a world away from the safety of home, until the unthinkable happened, and the final unwritten chapters of her life were stolen forever. The date was May 21st, 2018. An ordinary Monday in the bustling heart of Makati. The location: the Lerado Residence Tower 1 on Malugay Street, a modern high-rise popular with expatriates. On the 11th floor, a housekeeper on routine rounds noticed something out of place: a large gray and black suitcase abandoned in the hallway. Initially assuming a resident had forgotten it, she drew closer, only to be hit by a foul, unmistakable odor of decomposition. The smell signaled something was terribly wrong. Alarmed, she immediately notified building security. The responding guard recognized the gravity of the situation. Following protocol, they did not open it and alerted the authorities. Makati City Police soon arrived, taking over a scene already thick with a palpable sense of dread. With residents kept at a distance, investigators carefully approached. When the suitcase was unzipped, even seasoned officers were shocked. Inside, wrapped in sheets, was a dismembered body. The brutality of the crime was immediately apparent. Tucked away with the remains were documents that gave the victim a name: Wang Yalei, a 26-year-old Chinese national. The entire floor was quickly cordoned off as the scene of the crime. Operatives, or SOCO, began their meticulous work. They collected fingerprints, fibers, and DNA. The suitcase itself was now key evidence, holding clues to its dark journey. Questions mounted. Where was it purchased? Who was Wang Yalei? And who left it to be found? This hallway discovery marked the start of a complex, deeply disturbing investigation into a life cut tragically short. Investigators sought where the killing took place. A trail of blood led from the suitcase, directly to Unit 1116, her residence. Inside, their fears were confirmed. Blood on walls and floors, smeared across furniture. The bathroom appeared to be the epicenter of dismemberment. Police found several knives, believed to be used in the killing and dismemberment. Every item was collected for analysis. Autopsy. Multiple stab wounds caused death. Dismemberment occurred post-mortem. Dismemberment was to conceal and transport the body. A clear timeline began to emerge. Attention turned to who was with her last. The hunt for her killer had begun in earnest. The unit told a stomach-churning story of final moments and the struggle to move a heavy suitcase into the hall. CCTV became crucial to the case. On the night of May 20th, Yalei was not alone. Seen entering her unit, Person 1, Person 2, Person 3, Person 4. They were identified as Zhang Chuning, Zhang Chaoyang, Wang Shui, and Zhang Yixi. CCTV showed them entering with her and leaving without her. 3 men were filmed struggling with a large suitcase, dragging it into the hallway. All 4 were colleagues or acquaintances in online gaming. Motive could be work-related or personal. A manhunt was launched. Immigration issued a lookout bulletin. Photos circulated nationwide and abroad. Why would they commit such brutality against someone they knew? With suspects identified, theories emerged, grounded in evidence and context. Investigators weighed her life's details carefully. The prominent theory: a financial dispute. All worked in an industry tied to large cash flows. It was speculated the murder was about money, perhaps money owed. Rage or betrayal over funds can turn deadly. Another theory: a crime of passion. The presence of Zhang Yixi raised love triangle questions. Arguments, fueled by alcohol or other factors, can spiral. A frantic, brutal cover-up could follow. A third theory: links to organized crime. Illegal activities, money laundering, loan sharking, drew scrutiny. Investigators focused on personal and financial angles. Facts: she was stabbed. Dismemberment after death. CCTV shows who was there. But motive, the heart of the crime, remains the missing piece. Only her alleged killers can answer why. To grasp the tragedy, look beyond tapes and reports. Remember Wang Yalei's life. Acquaintances described her as quiet and gentle, not prone to conflict. Moving abroad takes courage and ambition. She built an independent life and IT career. Among many Chinese nationals in the same industry, a close-knit expat bubble formed. Within that community, threat emerged. Colleagues and housemates became prime suspects. Far away, her family received devastating news. A daughter sent off with bright hopes was gone, brutally. The tragedy lies also in unwritten chapters. Vulnerabilities shadow life far from home. Community turned upside down by betrayal and violence. Yalei's promise endures in memory. Years have passed since May 2018, but the case is far from closed. Where are the suspects? Zhang Chuning, Zhang Chaoyang, Wang Shui, and Zhang Yixi? Did they slip out before the lookout order took hold? Or hide within the Philippines, aided by contacts? The core question remains: why was she killed? Money, passion, or deeper conspiracy? Plausible, yet unproven. Without confessions or new evidence, they stay theories. What inside that unit provoked such frenzy and cold concealment? What does this say about vulnerabilities of foreign workers in gray area industries? Disputes can erupt far from family safety nets. Justice needs more than ID, arrest, trial, conviction. For her family, lack of resolution is ongoing torture. The killer or killers remain at large, questions unanswered. A brutal murder still cries out for closure. The story of Wang Yalei is a chilling tapestry: ambition, betrayal, unspeakable violence. It begins with dreams of a better future and ends in a suitcase. Her life stolen by those she likely knew. Faces and acts recorded, yet they remain ghosts. Zhang Chuning, Zhang Chaoyang, Wang Shui, Zhang Yixi. They are the missing key to understanding the tragedy. Until they are found and held accountable, her case remains open. More than a headline, this is a human tragedy. It raises questions of jurisdiction and cooperation, and migrant worker safety. Today, years later, the cry for justice remains unanswered. We know who, how, and where. But without the suspects, the why remains elusive, the final chapter unwritten. The suitcase opened only to deeper questions, and the enduring memory of the girl from Anhui.